Are you ready? Are you really ready? Because what I'm gonna show you today, guys, is a crazy intense rowing workout that's only gonna take you 4 minutes, just 4, to get it done. And trust me, by the end of this 4 minutes, you're gonna be thankful that there weren't any more minutes. What we're gonna do today is Tabata training on the rowing machine. Now, what does that mean? Tabata is essentially a form of high intensity interval training where we perform just 4 minutes of 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for 8 rounds. So the idea is during the on portion, we're going 20 seconds, pretty much as hard as we possibly can. And during the off seconds, just soaking in that sweet, sweet oxygen for 10 seconds before it starts over again and repeating that for 8 times total. That leads you to a total of 4 minutes. And by the way, this workout is included in my Row Your Fat Off program, which you can get the workout program on its own now available from my shop. You can also get the full Row Your Fat Off program for super detailed analysis on exactly how to perfect your rowing technique, as well as some nutritional guidance and generally everything you need to know on how to use the rowing machine. Especially good if you are brand new to using the rowing machine, you're not really quite sure what to do, what sort of guidance you want. That's the book to get. Check it out if you're interested. Anyways, back to Tabata. Tabata is very, very, very intense, and you want to make sure that your body is warmed up for this sort of a workout. So guys, give yourself 5 minutes of steady rowing on the rowing machine in order to effectively warm up your body, get your heart, your lungs, your mind, your body, everything ready for this crazy tough 4-minute effort. But once you've started to break a light sweat and you're breathing and you feel like you're in exercise mode, you are ready for this workout. The only parameter I think you should really set for yourself here is a stroke rate cap. Remember, our strokes per minute, or SPM, that's telling you how fast you're going up and down. If you don't really set a cap to that and you're not super good with rowing technique, you can end up hurting yourself if you're just going back and forth as crazily as possible. So my challenge to you is to go as hard as you can, but try to keep your strokes per minute 34 strokes per minute or less. 34 strokes per minute is what I'm gonna be aiming for today as you follow along with this workout. You're of course welcome to do it on your own, but if you wanna follow along with me, I'm gonna go do it right now. We're gonna do it together, and it should be a lot of fun. Yeah, fun, Austin, sure. Now, a final note on Tabata training. This sort of very short workout requires a very intentional, full commitment to giving your best effort. Essentially, we're trying to write a check that we can't cash right now as far as from a metabolic standpoint. Like, we really need to push this thing as hard as you can. And by doing so, you're essentially causing your body so much physical stress in the form of exercise that that's gonna help rev your metabolism up for the next day and a half or so. And that's gonna help you burn a little extra calories just through your body's normal metabolism. That's one of the many benefits of high intensity interval training, but you gotta make sure that you commit to that. If it's only gonna be 4 minutes, those 4 minutes, they gotta be tough. So when this thing starts burning, which it will probably after 2 rounds, you gotta keep fighting. And so watch your split per 500 meter pace and do your best to try to keep that as low and as consistent as you can. You do that, you give your best. That's what it's all about. So with that, guys, let's get after it. Who would have thought that in just 4 minutes you could really just toast yourself? Let's take a look at the summary, see how we did. All right, and here we have it. The 8 intervals, 20 on, 10 off. So, as you can see, they were kind of all over the place. Definitely went a little hot on the first one and kind of went up and down. You know, it's just a short amount of time that even with like 1 or 2 strokes that might be a little softer or harder than the others can totally change your overall split average. But to think that, like, you know, a lot of, like, some of the top Olympians can hold that for 2,000 meters straight, it's pretty incredible. And I'm definitely not perfect, but did my best, and I hope you did too. So here's some interesting math too. If you actually use the units button to change units, you can see your average watts as far as, like, you know, your raw power average, but you can also see your calories per hour average too. So something cool you can calculate during your working minutes, which were only 2 minutes and 40 seconds of work. The rest of that was the rest. If we take, let's break out the phone. So if we take 2 minutes 40 seconds, that is 2.67 minutes of work over the course of an hour. 60 minutes gives us that fraction. If we multiply that by 2084, in 2 minutes and 40 seconds, we burned 93 calories almost. And that's not including the rest portion, which you probably burned about half of that on top of that. So that many calories in that short amount of time. Hey, look, there's me in the reflection. That's crazy. Now, the calories per hour thing is measuring that based off of the power output that you have. Everyone's gonna be a little different based off of your own body size, but you know, just using that average to get a general guesstimate is pretty cool to see how many calories you can burn in just a short amount of time. Anyway, let's go stretch. Well, after a workout like that, even as short as it might have been, the intensity level absolutely maxed out. If you find yourself like just breathing extra hard for, like, I don't know, it's been about 10 minutes since I finished up. You could be breathing hard for the next half an hour to an hour probably as your body starts to recuperate and start that recovery process. And that is what is really boosting our metabolism post-workout, because we were working at such a high level that our body, they were all at unsustainable efforts. And by performing at that, you know, for that short amount of time, now our body has to rev a little bit harder to really help you recover from that. So after a workout like that, you want to make sure that you take care of your back muscles. So definitely throw in a seated hamstring stretch like this, trying to reach out and grab your toes. If you can't reach your toes, don't just round your back like this. Try to grab your toes, walk your feet out, and try to straighten your legs. That way you can keep your back straight at least, and you'll still feel it. And over time, just work on getting those legs flattened out. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the 4-minute, high-intensity Tabata, fat-burning, roasting, rowing workout. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Have you tried this? Are you gonna try it? Let me know, let's discuss, and of course, let me know what you wanna see in the next video too. Thanks, as always, for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.